Hello everyone and welcome to our aTech channel. As always, we prepare an exciting new topic for you. We're going to talk about renewable energy and batteries. To learn more, we stay tuned until the end of our video, and if you're not a subscriber yet, we invite you to do so if you don't miss anything. As you already know, we're all responsible for the society around us. For example, we all have the role to play, including reducing effects of global warming. Whether it's in industrial companies or a simple citizen, we can all contribute to the reduce of greenhouse gases. As the degradation of our environment depends on the actions, what exactly can we do? It is in the sense of researchers that have designed a new, even better way to store energy. And for this, we've been experimenting with a long-standing material that is none other than iron. Is it really possible, or is it another far-fetched experiment? Let's find out together. Let's get started. For the purposes of this video, we're going to focus on the energy produced by batteries, and we're pretty used to conventional batteries. They're made with LED or lithium, but how do they work? It's quite simple. A battery contains two electrodes. One is positive and the other is negative. There's two components that should be located in the container. This container is usually made of polypropylene, a very resistant material that remains natural in contact with the vehicle's fluids. We are talking specifically about antifreeze, petroleum, or diesel. Perhaps you've already heard of the word electrolyte. If not, it is also a component of the battery. When its volume is large, the battery in question will need a little maintenance. This ensures the longer life for it. As you can see, when you change your battery, electricity will be hydrolyzed. Two other elements will be released. There will be oxygen and hydrogen. Have you ever noticed any kind of gas coming from a battery? Well, these are two of the gases that we just mentioned. To charge a battery efficiently, you need to use another power source, for example, an alternator, a charger, or a dynamo, or simply external electricity. Before finding an alternative to lead acid or lithium batteries, let's find out how they work. These batteries contain several accumulators. These are arranged in series. For some more protection, some manufacturers add a tray of propylene. But, like all batteries, the couple of electrodes is present inside of a sealed cover. For LED batteries, the positive electrodes are called grids. These contain different cells that are filled with highly active material. This is lead peroxide. As for negative electrodes, they must have metal leads. These two electrodes must never meet. This is why they're separate from each other by a separator. This protects against possible short circuits. To mention one advantage of the separator of the lead battery, we can say they're very insulating. In addition, this type of battery has a high porosity. In other words, it is highly permeable to ions. But not only, it holds up perfectly when in contact with sulfuric acid. However, recharging a lead battery affects the lifespan. For lithium technologies, they're widely used because of their fast charge. In half an hour, you can be sure to have recharged half of your battery. They are more adapted to cars and are modular. In both cases, it is important to keep in mind the origin of these materials. These batteries can work thanks to the rare materials which can be cobalt or nickel. Also, the cost is higher. What about these innovative iron batteries? A startup has found a way to exploit iron. It has been backed by some big names including Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. The secret startup is called the Form Energy. It is developing and expanding the production of rechargeable batteries. According to the company, the battery will be able to store electricity of 100 hours. Despite the fact that the Form Energy is yet to demonstrate its technology, it is lined up with more than $360 million in funding. Partners and outside experts say that they're optimistic about this potential. Their goal is to create unique devices that will store electricity over 100 hours. To do this, they use a non-flammable, non-toxic product in the iron balls. Is this invention worth it? The answer is yes. The materials used is the cheaper lithium-ion batteries. Just do the math and imagine how much iron, salt, and water costs. In addition, these batteries have a positive impact on the environment, less carbon emissions. Why go without? These batteries are used in renewable energy installations. We can therefore find the wind turbine and solar energy storage. But individuals are not yet target of this invention. Indeed, they have a large dimension and are particularly heavy. This is not very practical to install at a home, but with the use of inexpensive materials, the company advocates that the batteries will cost less than $20 per kilowatt hour. According to experts, this is 1/10 of the cost of lithium-ion batteries. How does this extraordinary battery work? Form Energy uses 3 cheap and available materials. These are iron, air, and water, what the processes of this company calls reversible rust. The battery charges and discharges by converting iron into rust. Let's take a closer look. The iron will primarily serve as an antidote. As for the electrode, it is water-based. Of course, it is a diluted solution, keeping in mind that the batteries work in two rhythms: charging and discharging. Here's how it works. During the discharge, the oxygen in the air will use to deoxidize the iron. This leads to the formation of rust. In the opposite case, i.e. during the recharge, the rust will be transformed into iron. Oxygen will also be released. Energy storage is a constant challenge. Researchers are always looking for a positive change. For a sustainable and a cost-effective solution, they have to take climate change into account. These battery manufacturing experts have remained open to various adaptation techniques. This in order to make these types of battery accessible to different uses. Among other things, iron batteries should not be limited to renewable energies. Can you imagine a battery that lasts 15 years? It would be very useful in health situations. That would be a real achievement. If you look at the battery technology at the price of $20 per kilowatt hour, it would eliminate the need for natural gas or any other type of fuel. Also, it would lessen the impact that nuclear power will have in our energy future. More importantly, it would end the need for coal, oil, and natural gas as fossil fuel or electricity generation. However, for carbon emissions to reach net zero, there is still a long way to go. Specifically, wait until the mid-century. This means that the plant may be able to absorb as much greenhouse gases if there have any left. To do this, solar and wind capacity would have to quadruple. In addition, investment in renewable energy is expected to triple by 2030. While we're enjoying learning more about this experiment, unfortunately we don't have the details on the results of this experiment. The American startup Form Energy has kept the part a secret. In any case, the iron air battery is a half-assed goal. We are as eager as you are to see how far it'll go, and we invite you to tell us what you think in the comments. We're already at the end of our video. I hope you're able to expand your drumming knowledge, folks. Leave us a little like if you enjoyed this video. Our team will be very happy. Feel free to subscribe to turn on that notification bell for more topics on aTech.